as the first and final ban. That means the first attacker, last defender. M80 will have the next two coming up here, as Montaigne is our first operator to be banned out. Not entirely sure if we had a tendency for M80 to try and pick into him all that much. From memory, I personally don't recall it being a choice of theirs, so this is one more team secret thought was just going to come out stylistically, so I'll have to call back on this one a little bit later and see how effective of a ban it was. But this next one, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me. I'm curious now, because I just don't remember M80 being that active on Montaigne on this map.
M80 has played Monty 30%, 30, jeez.
I was about to say, that's a great ban, man.
13% of the time overall, but for the map in particular, for Clubhouse, let it proc. It's 22% of the time, so not that bad of a ban. And also, just as a reminder, it's probably pretty successful. Yeah, yep. I didn't even have to look. It's 100% win rate.
Okay, so yeah,
play it.
Makes sense when you think back on it. I just couldn't remember anything from M80 bringing it up. It's probably happened earlier this event.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that they don't play it all the time because Spirits is so useful on a gun.
Yeah.
But he's also just. He's the worst thing to happen to your team when he's on a shield. Like you do not want to play into Spirits on a shield. So it's just something they always keep in the back pocket. You know, it's that panic button for M80. So they kind of took away the big red button. There's no emergency stop on this ride anymore for M80.
Maverick, of course, also being banned out there. Kind of a given when you look at Clubhouse, of course, and how useful he is just for this.
You say that, but we like never see it anymore.
Yeah, occasionally comes out there if the utility facilitates it, but like you said, there are certainly ways to get the job done anyway, especially with Thatcher being left in. They can just use any combo of Hard Breacher and him and get the job done anyway. For Secret, though, that is going to leave quite a few fun operators open for the picking. Specifically, Solus now activated specifically for Savage on this round. So we're going to see her cause a muck, specifically when it comes to the drone game for the players over on M80.
All right. Well,
nicely done.
This is going to be the second time that M80 has banned out Maverick this tournament for Clubhouse.
3 drones sniped, by the way, during that prep phase because of Savage's pick.
Man, I love Solus.
One was like outside the building too. I think you were looking at your tablet what happened there, but he just like popped the front door because he saw the icon coming. I was like, oh, right into the car. You don't get to have a drone anymore.
It's you know what the worst thing is.
You just can't put a drone by like a window or anything.
You can't do anything because here's the thing. Even when all of your teammates like position drones away from her, and then you all have to flip over to the person that parked their drone outside so the other drones don't die, they still turn on for a split second while you're flipping through. So Solus can still find the drones. Oh my goodness, she is just such a crazy operator, man. She is wild. By the end of this tournament, I can almost guarantee she's gonna have like upward percentile of like 98% pick and ban, which is probably gonna be insane. Kendrew though, with our opening pick, D has to quickly fire back, Slevin to go down. M80, they found some traction here in the mud. Yaga will take down another. Secret seems like the extension of the same story. Part 2 here. Nice shots, though, from Astro. And yes, indeed, we are having an extension, aren't we, John? It's down to Grubby. Been asking him to step up to the plate, get something done here. He's found 2 inside of the bathroom, gets 1, almost gets that transfer. Nade out. Well, my disc out as well. They know Gomez still has a nade tucked in his pocket. Gonna challenge him with the case here.
Play from Grubby. Coming back towards the site, but Gomez reads into that possibility. Keep in mind, he's still got that second nade. You heard it click. Trying to force Grubby back here now. By clicking that, it will work. Gives him a few seconds of free time, but Grubby being kind of loud as he stomps forward. Not quick enough, though. The peak timing is there, but there's cover as well for Gomez to play behind. The spam affecting both players, and Gomez full commits. It'll lead to a successful round for M80 as they're on the board first again here by picking up the opening round.
The confidence in these players right now on both teams. Sticking to these gunfights. They want these kills. They're out for blood. And every time it's boiling down to these one-on-one, one-on-twos. Both of these teams getting some 1vx's under their belts as well. Oh my goodness.
I thought we were going to see more respect for the defenders. I talked about it there in the pregame. Turns out I was dead wrong. I'm wrong about a couple things this series. Not about Glass, though.
Yeah. No,
about that.
No Glass. You can have anything as long as it's not Glass.
As long as it's not a Glass.
We'll see if that's an ongoing theme this entire tournament. It might be. We might get all the way to the main stage, John. You and I are casting this, the quarterfinals. It's the last dying moment.
It's definitely gonna be like a Glass play wins the tournament now or something like that.
Oh, they would never let you live that one down.
Yeah, no, I could tweet it. 30 times probably.
Halfway through the group stage, you're like, Glass is the worst thing ever to happen in existence. He wins out the 3 most crucial rounds in the grand final.
It's gonna happen. It's just my luck. But we've got M80 with their selections locked in. No repicks showing up for them. Pretty straightforward attacking lineup as well for this type of map here. Pretty much just your basic composition. Double hard breach as well as a little bit of a security measure. But away from that, Team Secret going for a bit more delay here as they'll add the Volcan canisters in there for Kendrew. Does still enable him to play things out a bit more aggressively as well, since obviously all of his utilities pre-placed before the round begins. So you'll be free to roam about here and hold currently a very aggressive blue position.
Indeed. Kendrew's going to be playing on Secret Stairs. Don't really have the ability to suss him out unless they want to commit to drones or maybe run a Yana clone in there right now. So just got to be aware if they cross that open window that there's some potential for a player to be around. Astro's going to hold things down on the top of Cash. Also have Ruby in the area. So we'll see what they can get done with this. Honestly, flickering back and forth on that Solus utility. See if we can find some drones or anything else in between. Just try and slow down the offensive front of M80. Spirits with a nice cross angle here. Always been so monstrous on this buck. Saw the head, flashbang in. Also shots more than likely came from another angle. Very well done from M80. All that pressure on the top floor. Astro feels as though he can just freely rotate around, but obviously not. M80 have every avenue shut down.
M80 once again, not really giving Team Secret a whole lot of valid aggressive options. Ruby trying to get out into the open for another engagement, just full commits to it. Would have needed to slap the head off of his opponent, but it does not happen. Slevin finally responding back, but unfortunately his soft destructed wall is going to be open in the process of that. Yaga takes down not only him, but Savage as well. Suddenly, only halfway through the round, Kendrew is left alone here with a single trade to work off of. A 1v4 now set before him, along with a little bit of damage onto Yaga.
All right, Kendrew. Not a single one of these situations has ended normally, so I expect a lot out of you here. In the hallway.
It's got to go down to at least a 1v1.
Yeah, exactly. M80 needs to give up 3 bodies here, and it starts with this vertical peak. Oh, no, on the stairs, maybe? Oh, Kendrew, a lot of damage. Run back through, nobody manning the holes. I'm actually a little surprised there. He drops Kino. How big brain. Oh my, that's not even off the audio. That's just off of him having some solid game sense. He just used that breaching charge. No ears on anybody when those things go off.
Potentially got a call from his teammate that he had just been over by main stairs, making the call out that, yeah, he's probably just staying super mobile here. There's no way he's actively watching my angle, so I'll go for the drop. And it ends up being a very smart call. Secret with a incredibly early timeout here, only 2 rounds deep, and already they feel the need to back themselves out of the round, recenter it, and figure out what's going wrong. End up being valid here as these are very one-sided rounds in comparison to what we had played out in the previous map alone here. So it's good that we're seeing the coach's input being made now. An attempt to recenter this before it gets out of control.
Okay? Let's go. Let's go, guys. Do you want to play? Remember to breathe. Do you want me to play fucking middle?
Breathe.
Play together.
Play together.
It's like,
I liked, Twister, I love you, but I liked Leon's earlier a lot more. You know what he said?
what?
I don't care how stupid it is. Let's just play together, and it'll work. If it doesn't matter if it's stupid. It matters if it works.
I mean, it sounds very simple, but it's correct at the end of the day. M80 is playing things incredibly individualistically right now. It's all like solo players making their own moves. If Team Secret makes moves, even as like duos,
Yep.
in worst case, just trade it back out, bring it back down to these bare knuckle brawl fights, basically, in a worst case scenario, and you're going to pretty much get a guarantee of that just by grouping up a little more.
Welcome to the church, John. If you play as a team, you win as a team and you lose as a team. You know, it's a really important factor to Rainbow Six Siege. You can get so much done, even if it's a silly thing. You know, if you drop 5 people down the same hatch, the opposing team still has to deal with 5 people going down the same hatch. You know, so with that in mind, you can do a lot more than you think that you can in Siege. Sometimes the most safe, most fundamental thing doesn't win you a game, and that's mostly what they're focused on right now. Secret needs to play together, need to fall back on their squad, and try and take these fights as a squad. That's mostly what Twister was touching on. And obviously, again, the Leon format, I don't care if it's stupid, just do it together, and it'll more than likely work. So we'll see if Secret can abide by these laws of Rainbow Six going into round 3. Only 30 seconds off the clock here, but we know that's all dedicated towards drones. Tends to be the way of Siege, Laws, as we were just talking about. Nice angle there from M80 down towards the main stairs. This might be super scary to try and fight for Slebin. Nitro Cell out, but Spirits, he's got that all the way back, like over the top of billiards. Absolutely disgusting stuff he's got going on here. Constantly taking these fights, working these angles back and forth, seeing if he can get somebody to step up in an improper manner. Astro, what are you doing?
That's
gotta
not
have your head
together.
on your shoulders. Oh no, it was two together. That's the thing. He thought he was safe because his friends were down there. No.
They got their own thing going on. You're just a third wheel in that arrangement, Astro.
You forgot about the 102nd degree angle in that tiny little box
You gotta
there.
find your own buddy, Astro.
Exactly.
All right, well, he's unfortunately going to get caught off there trying to make the transition back down through main stairs. What a dash from Gomez. Had the yellow ping from his teammates that prompted as well, so knew exactly where to place that crosshair. Beautifully done. That's experience right there, paying off hugely for the M80 roster. The nades are going to be working their way forward and trying to take full control of blue.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Well, Secret. Although Twister stops the match, he tries to give him some help, John. A lot of individualistic things happening here. Past the main stairs. Just an awkward angle. Ken Drew. I gotta slow this down. He's gonna try and go for the refrag.
You're like getting annoyed now.
Don't say that. Don't let him know. Don't let him know, John. Oh, he can sense the tone of my voice. 1v5, 1v4 now for Slebin. Make it a 1v3, potential 1v2. Almost gunned down Gomez. Just should have stayed on the trigger there. Back and forth. Gomez gonna get tagged up again. Knows he's probably playing on black box here. Very common angle. Where else, I mean, is Slebin gonna push? I think he's got somebody playing inside of his moto as well here, potentially. Nope. He's gonna be playing on the bottom of main stairs instead, and lots of damage going off into Slebin now. Has the impact to try and fight for Kool-Aid, but no, it's gonna be Diaz that takes him down, and M80 cleaning it up.
Little child, you are so bad!
Bro, there was 3 people fighting me on those.
What was cut off as rocks?
I was on gym match, you know, like the
No.
So once again, that clutch scenario just not winnable ultimately at the end of the day, asking Slebin to do way too much inside of that scenario.
Yeah, I just want to touch on that little moment there just because obviously M80 leaned back into it. I really don't understand why Astro feels safe there, and I don't understand how Secret can't translate that somebody is playing the verticality directly above you. That seems like something at this level that you should be able to do. I'm just putting that out there. That's a little bit too far-fetched for me personally. But, I mean, it seems like they're starting to split the seams right now, John. Entering free fall, 3 rounds from M80 on the offensive side. Secret no longer having attack timeout either to try and slow up this ship.
Already that 3-0 lead established. Quite a dominant one here for Clubhouse as well. See it go in such an attacker-favored way here. Not the way that Team Secret would have liked to start this map out, especially considering that at least the first one, relatively close. We could have been looking at things a little bit differently here now had they been able to maintain control over that situation in the first round, but they've been unable to do so. And it's really only gotten worse since then, even with the pause coming back. Did not really serve to change up the team's fate all that much by stacking together for that main stairs push. So we'll have to see what else is in the cards for Secret as they move into their 4th round now, their 4th defense, running low on time to make some big impact on this half.
Top floor defense here for Team Secret. Slebin hoping somebody was going to face check the hatch, but nothing doing for Spirits. Getting that open for a later time. Usually the first thing you get done when you do get to the roof as the soft destruction. Easy pickings here for Diaz, and he's just going to escape. Nitro Cell out. It doesn't even deal any damage due to the place that it landed. The Jacuzzi's going to soak up all of that there. Make it much harder for M80, or rather Team Secret now. It's a lot of this utility already flying very wide of M80.
We're going to see M80's first attempt to work their way back in through the breach that's been made over on Jacuzzi. It's an attempt to take down that hard breach there from Kendra, but it's a little bit late. He's still going to end up losing his mirror window. Now a very difficult position to play into. Savage has been able to fend off the first real bit of aggression, but it's way over in Garage that he gets that angle potentially through that cash window to be able to deploy it there. Never mind, it might have been direct contact as M80 is trying to put some of their own players on this part of the map as well to push in from an alternate direction. They still have a minute and a half to work this. They've not been able to find any immediate success in trying to push their way in through Jacuzzi, so they're trying to establish an alternate angle from the cash side as well.
Slow and steady now for M80. Lost Gomez earlier on, and this has been the biggest chance that Secret has had for a round, minus the one-on-one engagement that we saw. Be patient, play this one together. Advising. Twister talked about earlier, just trying to make sure that they can maintain their advantages. Diaz and Groovy are going to trade here. Big trade as well. That's going to be the Thermite down, out for the Aruni. M80 not in the advantageous position just yet, but looking to try and gather back some land. Have some nice crosses established here. Worried about logistics office, and they rightfully should be. Plenty of bodies for Team Secret to be around this area, and they are. Have an interesting one coming here. Kendrew, what a shot, taking so many bullets. If he wasn't a 3 armor, he'd surely be dead, but fortunately for him, alive and well.
Big moves from Kendrew here. M80 still struggling to pick up the pieces and make up the difference now as they are finally on the wrong side of this coin. Spirits finding a one. Keep in mind, Kendrew's still low, so if he's trying to hard commit himself into the next fight, he could find himself only helping to equalize out the situation as well. Gonna have to play this very carefully. 15 seconds left. What an angle from Slevin here. Goes completely unnoticed by the initial peek, and Astro comes in to overwhelm the last player standing. Finally, Secret's now on the board.
And that's a team play that Twister was looking for right there. The patience inside logistics is what wins them that match. So very well done in that round as they finally get one on the board, but it's going to take a lot of heavy lifting on this defensive side now. M80 have already guaranteed a perfect half with this. Nice pickup there from Secret, though. Definitely slowed down M80, although more towards that middle part of the round, you can see Spirit starting to collect himself. Start working the mat there from construction, getting the ball rolling, but the rest of the team not there exactly to assist. Love the active gameplay there from Kendrew as well, playing right on the cusp of alerting the opposition of him being outdoors, right on the breach, able to catch one of the unsuspecting M80 members dropping off to the side of the building.
Well, we've got the players from M80 winding up for another go at it. It is going to be another basement hold attempt from Team Secret as well, making a return over towards that. M80 has been able to take it on both of the attempts played out so far. They'll probably be a little bit relieved we're heading back down there and not in any new territory. As Team Secret once again is going to try something a little different this time. They won't commit further into this extension. We'll have Capcan traps potentially supporting it as well. Legion goo mines also possibly helping out to keep this extension alive for a bit longer, trying to waste out that time bank and prevent these basement dissensions from being so successful, as we've seen 2 times in a row now from M80.
Logic bombs now for Yaga. Gomez on the Yana, or Logic bomb is down for Yaga, right? Yana now for Gomez. EMP's out here for Yog. Nitro cell, and it's going to at least be able to get a drone, so got something there, but not exactly the whole pie. Kino's drones out, looking for a little bit of info on this top floor. And this is where the clear is going to start coming through for M80 for this basement defense. Secret looking to get aggressive, but we saw how easily M80 cleared out these top floor positions prior, and they've got a lot of utility to try and do so yet again. Another logic bomb in the pocket of Yaga, past the one that is currently active. Still have stuns, nades, and everything but the kitchen sink available to M80, minus Kino now that Slevin has gotten him. A nice play here from Groovy. And that's going to be all she wrote for Secret on this top floor. They're going to dislodge themselves, shake it down to the basement floor.
Happy with the 2 kills they've picked up and relatively minimal damage that they received in the process of that. Yaga and the rest of M80 continue to group up, see what they can still possibly work towards here. Be slow, clear even to areas like stock as they just now move into the building and the all clear to make a dissension. 1 piece of hard breach remains as well in the pocket of DS. He does have some potential supporting EMPs to help out with that, but they're not going to have to worry about anything on the other side of these walls. No mute, no bandit, and of course, no Cade in play. So he's going to have freedom to pop open whatever he would like. If the team finds time to do it, of course. That'll be the big problem. They're probably spending the majority of this remaining time trying to explore their options. Hopefully drone things out as well, a little bit deeper into the site to find the correct path forward. So at the moment, it looks like an attempt to directly contest against some of the pressure coming out from M80 by this main stair spot. Gomez chucks in a nade to respond to that nitro that had been thrown at him just a few seconds prior. Also, of course, would have dealt with any utility behind that wall had there been any. No significant damage onto any players at this point, and that's the big problem. There's no clean path forward past the main stairs entry point. So how exactly does M80 look to move in and take control with just 25 seconds to go now?
Time is stretching.
Oh, so
Interstellar here for M80 right now. Got to try and get their way down this hatch, John, but it's nigh impossible. Savage is gatekeeping them right now. Stuns in, and he's got the perfect placement for the drop. Other person, oh, slipped right past him, but doesn't really matter. Slevin's got such a strong cross, and there's so many bodies for Secret that we'd have to have another mistake like we had on Border in order for M80 to win that round. So well done from Secret there. One more round, John, and they can actually equalize here. It was not looking too hot just 2 rounds ago.
The run back, though, is alive and well. M80 a lot quieter all of a sudden here. Now they need to focus up and get the final round of the half to try and make sure they can at least solidify the advantage here after everything is considered. A 3-0 start, about to turn into, as Stokes mentioned there, a 3-3 half. M80 probably not going to be happy with that, given the way that this started out. It'll be a new sight on the board finally for Team Secret as well, entering the final round. Bar Stage is up on their final pick. You see, once again, the Mozzie to try and deny drone intel. The castle create a little bit of a maze that M80 will have to work their way through. And the Bandit to try and deny a few of these wall openings as well. Extend the upstairs hold for a little bit longer, more than likely.
It's not a fun maze. Not a very fun maze. Probably our most hated maze in all of Siege. I take that back, Villa. Definitely Villa. That Villa basement, it's bane of everybody's existence. We haven't got to cast much Villa this event either, which it kind of sucks, man. I really like
I think we
Villa.
did already do like all the maps though, which is actually like pretty impressive for this stage of the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Normally it takes us like pretty deep to like do all of them, so I think we had our like all the maps done in like the first like 2 to 3 days. So.
Yeah, I think overall a lot of teams just more comfortable with all the maps now because we've had the 9 map pool for so long. There for a while, like, you know, perfect example, Sonics. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was Cafe that they banned out for such a very long time. And that was one of the reasons, is because, like, you just have so many maps to work on and try and keep up with all at that same time that, well, if we're working on all of these other ones, then let's just, you know, bookshelf one, wait till we have all of these improved. So, looks like people are starting to be a lot more comfortable with this full map pool.
And well, we have got the players from M80. I think trying to go for the quick opener here. Slevin is actually, no, wrong window, unfortunately. He is going to be able to stop the second panel from being breached, interrupts the Selma, but the big one there, that one's going to go through irregardless. So an opening is made. Still 2 more Selmas to be used as well. Impact Trick does do a little bit of self-damage there to himself, but more importantly, does knock out the utility. And of course, Kendrew striking first in the kill marker this time, able to successfully knock out Gomez.
Well done to them for that. Gomez has been able to find some very influential kills so far, but these opening bloods might come back to bite them. Seems like time and time again with these winning rounds from Secret that he is the butt of the joke. Spirits is going to start breaking up the CCTV wall. They're going to leave Kino over here on post. They're going to assume the exact same position, but on the other side of the map over here towards the east. Works his way in towards CCTV. Be a little bit more active than obviously what we're going to see from Kino is he's simply the anvil for the hammer to come through for M80. Spirits is going to continue to process his top floor with Yogg. Diaz more than likely on cam. Indeed, as he is indeed on the roof. So to be expected, Kino a little too active there as he continues to search for new angles. And he's going to squander his life away. 2 big kills here for Secret. That's exactly what they wanted. And even bigger factor that M80 just now got here. They're just now at the party to be able to try and assist him off the back of a swing like that. Yago will get a big kill here. Diaz trying to work his way in from the breach on the opposite side. Nice little angle. He's discovered one. He'll take down Savage. They're going to open up the round. Is there any nitros downstairs, though? Big nitros, actually. Astro with 2 big kills as well. It's going to be up to Diaz. Has so much to do here with 30 seconds remaining.
And 1v3, unfortunately, not the best odds. Default Cam already spotting him, trying to make a push over towards main stairs. It is a very obvious play for Team Secret to counter it. Now they just need to be patient, point this one down. More importantly, you can see the case still out in the open there, too. One little dirty peek from Slevin, finishes off the job. And indeed, Secret bring it back now. Tie us up at 3-all at halftime.
That's how we do, lads.
You're not going to be able to execute.
So, actually very, very happy that we kind of let that last little bit of audio through there. Did you catch what he said?
Not really. I heard that that's how we do, lads. That's about it.
Well, it wasn't from Team Secret, actually. It was from M80. And I think it was Spirits, but he said, don't worry about it. They're not going to be able to execute.
That's true. True possibility, that's for sure.
Potential.
We have to wait and see how these first few rounds go to get a better judge of that. M80 could very well be regretting those words. Things do not pan out for them in these first few rounds. The lead will immediately dissipate if they lose even just this one. So the heat is on, the pressure is on for M80 to test that belief that Snows caught on to there. What's up?
Clubhouse is at a 59% defensive win rate right now. So that is not looking too hot for Secret. If what M80 comes to fruition, makes it even more difficult for them. We'll have to see what they can get done here. Let's look at the lineup, John. What do they bring into the table? Bringing a lot of hard breach. I'm interested to see if Savage is going to have secondary hard breach on top of this as well. Wow. Okay, this is the triple down.
I want to open up everything, man.
Even past that, usually when you see this, it means that everyone is looking to fight somebody. Nobody has to worry about anything, minus Savage a little bit because he's the main soft breach as well, so you really want him to be able to break up the kitchen hallway and stuff like that, because those angles are so abusable. They're fantastic if you can get control of them.
All right, well, we'll see if Secret is able to control the chaos, so to speak, here. If they try to play things out in that same nature. See Gomez, prime of the nitro, ready to chuck one out towards blue if there's going to be pressure on the window, but not leaning his direction. They're going to be trying to open up different parts of the map first. Savage hoping for a rotation back through construction and through the main stairs as well, where he'd be able to get a slight glimpse and a slight shot off of the players moving through there, but no one in the neighborhood at the moment here for our M80. They are long gone. No real extension whatsoever as they're playing heavily into the bunker this time.
Secret's still taking their time, though. Not want to let M80 slip through the cracks and potentially get some big kills that could be round-defining. Sullivan's going to work his way in towards Grod's. Claymore up the ladder. So far, so good for Secret on this clear, but obviously M80 not having too much to say when it really comes down to it so far. It's about to be the time where they can influence things. Lots of drone work inside of the first minute and a half, and now it's time to the nitty-gritty. Soft breach as well as everything else in between. Still need to get the kitchen hatch open. They're going to be able to get bar open here as well, and Savage in for the assist on the skeleton key for this space.
Attempt to potentially try and open up the kitchen hatch. Going to be coming through. More than likely be stemmed. No, the electric wall going to be a little slow. Heard it going off there, but we got countered out by the Secret rosters. They already have that primary hatch open back up. Moto has been slapped open too, so Secret moving right along schedule here, but they do need to get into the execute phase quickly now, as we are entering the 1 minute mark, and this one takes a while to make happen.
Yes, indeed, and now remember, M80 said, Secret cannot execute. Do not worry about it. Well, they've got the position for it. They've gotten the kill on Yogg. We'll see if what they said is true. Kendra's going to rotate back over towards Stock. Look like they might try and have some influence over on the blue side. Frag grenade out. They're going to try and keep M80 guessing. Nitro cell out. Big pickup onto Groovy. This might be the chance for them to slow things down.
Drop in from Astro to make the big play, but he's got the wrong target. Gomez sneaks through, takes him down instead with the shotgun. Kendra, though, still in a safe position at plant. They have not been able to stop him. They will take him down immediately as he leaves the plant position, however. No longer a great support available here for the post plant. Yeah, you've got the player upstairs with Overwatch on it, but Slevin not necessarily in a workable position for it. If they get past him, they only have that top down to rely upon here, but M80 still giving quite a bit of respect over to that at the moment here. They're not aware, I don't think, of Slevin, and here we go! Two in the hallway. They didn't know someone descended through main stairs. He gets away with the double. It's a 1v2 set before him now. Direct support is on the plant angle. Slevin trying to work it here with the pistol, but no! The bars block his way, and M80 wins out the first round of the second half.
Slevin! Slevin! Hello! 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 You good, guys?
Well, to be fair, they did execute. And they did get a plant down, so tally towards Team Secret? you got to be the ref here.
Who really wins that round? That's the big question.
No, I need to know who has the moral victory. Who cares about the actual round win? Who gets the tally?
I mean, I guess M80, right? Because I still give it to M80.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
That was M80 kind of let that plant happen. I feel like they had an idea that all right, Kendra's going to get this plant, but he's not staying alive. The second he moves out from it, he's a dead man. And I feel like that's a pretty correct assumption. It was just took him a little while to get past the top down. I think they thought both players were up there, and that's what they were worried about.
Yeah.
That's why they were taking it so slowly. That's why it was so close in the first place, because they just didn't catch the player down main stairs, basically.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Is that analytical enough for you?
10 seconds to go.
It'll do. It'll do.
I'm the play-by-play, so. My analysis is allowed to be bad.
No comment. Oh my. Yeah, so M80 gonna pick up that round. First defensive success. Team Secret though, I mean, run into a few problems there on the tail end. You know, all things said and done, I still like what Slebin was able to accomplish there. Just really sucks that he really didn't have the greatest, you know, acquirement of his target through that.
A little slower there on those pistol shots.
Yeah, a
might have ended
little
differently.
slow. Definitely not the fastest gun in the West, I can tell you that.
All right, well, things are abounding yet again. M80 with the advantage, but can they keep it? As Stokes mentioned there, that was a pretty close one. Team Secret, turns out they can execute pretty well at the end of the day there, and was able to work a plant in pretty quickly. The MP goes in just to ensure that this wall is opened up. More importantly here, that this Candela will go through to stop the blockage. Over by Red Hall, allows for a very quick push, but the Toxic Babe is blocking the way. Savage still got away with at least one pick here, but another one aside from that is going to be hard to find. Astro now down at the hands of Diaz. No plant can be set up here at the moment for Team Secret. Those Toxic Babes, they weren't really counting on them being positioned so well, and as a result, they have to give up this pursuit for now.
Oh man, you could see the comms devolve actively on your screen right there as Astro just dives so deep into the site. Everyone has been gate kept by the smoke outside. Savage breathing in so much of the toxic fumes. Low on HP. He's gonna have to try and maintain the repelled position and hope that M80 are willing to try and give something up here. Someone's gonna move in for Garage. Groovy gonna continue to hold the ladder room. Try and hold Oil Pit here. M80 though, I think they're gonna rest. Just like they did the last round, let Secret try and set up a bit here. Punish him for it.
Slebin and Kendrick trying to make this garage play work with even further support from Groovy down below at the bottom of those garage stairs. Over a minute, so again, Secret are not really struggling for a lack of time. It's the same back in the last round as well here. It's just the actual execute that is evading them and the intel that is necessary to get the strength needed to make these pushes happen. It seems like they are in a prime position to go for it though. As they move towards it, however, we see an explosive do some pretty serious damage over towards Kendra. Tries to go for the plant.
Oh, Yogg
running as well. Yogg going for a nitro.
Oh my God!
It's a little deep, but it gets the job done. Diaz as well as Kino shut down the majority of the garage hold. Grubby, who is supposed to be flank overwatch, now the only player left in this. Great instant exchange from him against Diaz, but still 3 players to go. This is where the benefit of time comes in to help him a little bit here, as he does have some of it. So work out side of this clutch, but you can see he's just guessing on the angles right now. No confirmed intel to play off of. He's got the right read on that player in red, but beyond that, it's going to be tough to work this clutch out. A surprise jump downs that player, but Kino made the dash across the divide in the meanwhile, and he'll be the one to shut it down.
Wax on, wax off for Kino. Easy moves there for the smoke player. And that's 2 tallies going towards M80. The first one kind of up in the air, that one definitely definitive, as they completely box Secret out of their execute.
Much more definitive hold that time as well, and showing the struggles for Team Secret's execute that M80 was probably talking about there when we caught their comms at the edge of the half. M80 gonna go back over to Bar here for this one as well. Final point on their rotation more than likely, so do not expect a gym unless they need to sneak it out here. And we see a few repeat victories from Secret where they feel that's necessary. Basement will more than likely be the next site on round 10. Especially if this one gets locked away.
Well, this has been a treat so far between these two. Secret kind of slowing down, though, on this offensive side here on Clubhouse. Border was neck and neck all the way through till M80 finally gathered control to barely eke it out before overtime dawning on us. Now for Secret, looking to see if they can try and force a similar path here. M80 still 1 round away from guaranteeing overtime, but that doesn't mean that Secret can't make some progress. Still some potential to take this in regulation as well, if you want to look at it from that lens. They only need 4 in a row, but, I mean, if you ask me, it's a little optimistic, but hey, still there.
Well, once again, the action begins and Team Secret is out onto the board. One of their first adventurers take them. Hopefully not too close to our friend hiding behind the peephole here in the jacuzzi wall. As we do have a setup here from Yaga. We're going to try and get in the way of Team Secret immediately from the clear, but more than likely not going to be met with too much of a challenge. Secret's focus is in a different part of the map right now, trying to move over into Cash. Take that away from M80 instead.
M80's going to extend things out towards the strip side. Very smart positioning here. Trying to It's going to be Diaz over there. I thought they had a smoke and play just for a split second. Nope. A lot of longer range guns here, a lot of 1.5s, 4 of them in fact. Yaga is the only one without, as Alibi had lost hers recently. MX4 Storm performing a little over what the capacity that Ubisoft looks at it for. So decided to take that magnified sight off. Won't be that big of a deal though. Still one of the most played operators on the defensive end, even past that. So just an amazing gun when it comes down to it. Fantastic reads here from Diaz, and Astro not aware of this yokai drone constantly hopping up and down directly to the side of him. A grenade in and almost gets the big kill. They're gonna find Astro up top, logic bombs out, and that actually might be a cam. Some nice kills here from Kendrew. The Fragmite on full display, but the shotgun will put him down. Another person home. It's gonna be Spirits that goes down there. I catch my breath for a split second. I thought Savage ended up getting bodied at that range, but no, he will stave off. Yeah, he will stave off elimination, but you can't say the same about Slevin as Kino finds him from the hatch.
Savage, of course, still reeling from the previous damage done to him, so it's going to be difficult for him to try and set up for anything hyper-aggressive while trying to play headshot angles more than likely if he has a choice in the matter. Groovy, in the meanwhile, he's on a case retrieval 2D, as apparently someone left it back on the roof, so they've got to go back to grab that real quick. They do feel that the territory's open enough now to maybe make a play for this one. But at the same time, the defense still pretty heavily centered over here. Torch strip. We do see, of course.
That's that yokai that got eaten by that logic bomb.
So inadvertently kills it, but a kill is a kill nonetheless. He does still have the second one, though. I saw it roaming around. It's currently positioned somewhere in the site. So
Stage. It's right over here on the roof. Got a bulletproof there as well. Case in Savage's hand. Savage, the low HP one. Very easy to tag him up and get that case to stop. Looks like he wants to potentially maybe drop, cause some audio, maybe fake them out, but that's the thing, long range, and Savage has such low HP, they didn't even consider this when looking into what potentially could have happened here. A nice shot, but now all that has to happen, Kino has to play time. 4 seconds.
5 seconds.
And Kino's just gonna
he's just running. He's like, I don't even want it. The drop shot.
Yeah, no, that was very scary.
To be fair, yeah, we're seeing it on the kill cam now. Kino was worried about him potentially coming down Moto Hatch as well, so that's why he turned back around but ended up running directly into him. A little bit of a scary moment for Kino, but as we've seen through multiple times in this series, multiple rounds as well, he's been able to handle that.
I hope we get to show that last little kill there from his perspective, because one of my friends does this all the time. We actually got to see like Kino's POV. He didn't even aim. He just proned and shot. And I swear, there's just some people in Siege that have like this fairy dust sprinkled on them, where magical crap happens to them all the time. And one of my friends is this exact way. I can never get stuff like this to happen to me. I always have to struggle, John.
Wasn't it like Doki that had like a Maru hop in the other day or something else on G2 as well? Or it was just like a straight hip fire instant headshot? Like,
no, he just kicked him in the face via the Gara hook. That was it.
Yeah.
Just no gun needed. Just a flying drop kick from outside the building. They should have put the WWE skin on that. That's what they should have done. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember like somebody that could fit into that. All my WWE like characters are very, very old.
Yeah,
I watched during like Kelly and all that.
I'm not too big on WWE.
Yeah, I'm sure Jacob could talk to us ad nauseum about that, which I'm perfectly okay on, Jacob. I love you.
Well, we've got M80 up on map point, and a heck of a lot sooner than they were able to achieve it back on map number 1 for Border as well. A single round to go, and 3 attempts to get it now. Team Secret reels from the issues.
Didn't get this one earlier, but might get it now.
Problem is that barricade is still slapped shut. No easy way to pop it back open just as of yet here. Slevin seemingly ready for the challenge on the other end of it too, so it's not going to be any guarantee he can deploy this utility, especially now that a drone has been able to spot him back out. You're going to see a different form of explosive go up top. That's just going to be, of course, the main balcony being open, and oh no, Slevin baits into it, goes for the duel, thinks he has the drone intel, but it's Gomez with a TCSG that'll grab him instead. Not the start that Secret needed here at all.
Snatched Slevin's soul right out of his body. Now Secret down for the count here, at least down by 1. Got the entire top floor to themselves, John. Not too much to worry about in that degree, but the biggest issue is now is when it comes down to the execute. Spirits is set up for the Electro Shuffle because they know that Slevin plays Thatcher. That is ludicrous. There's no pocket EMPs either. These hatches are stuck, although I do believe that is unbeknownst to M80 at this point. Still the potential here for them to try and get something going on. Plenty of hard breach at their disposal still, but as long as there are some parameters for M80 to work around to deny this, this is a fairly straightforward round for them.
Half the round still to go, though. So Secret left once again. Hasn't made a point of death bout here. With plenty of time still to make this execute happen.
There we go.
It's the big trade we needed to see. Savage working it down through oil pit. Unexpected push from the attackers here. Not often you're going to get that, but Gomez solid here in his trades. Another one found. That one's basically Gomez as well, even though Kino gets the credit for it. Spirits will be traded back out. By Grubby, but Diaz as well, finding Kendra before he can successfully push his way into church. It's all on Grubby, the big man on campus, but not this time, as it's M80 to shut this one down. 7-3 is the final scoreline, a 2-0 victory.